Hi friends, in this session we will discuss 2 months revision strategy for FRM Part 1 exam, and this is applicable for November 2022 examination, but you can also apply this strategy for say May 23 or November 23 whenever you are appearing for this FRM Part 1 examination. So before we begin the discussion of this strategy, first discuss what we need on the exam day. So from the preparation level, so what is the requirement of the exam? So in exam, first thing you need is the conceptual clarity. So you have to carry the concepts in your mind so you can solve questions. Majority of the questions in the exam will be concept based exams, theory questions, and to solve those theory questions you must have absolute conceptual clarity, so there is no bargain in that particular part. So again, the conceptual clarity is the most important thing. Second thing you need to carry with you, that is in mind, is the formulas. So you will see at least like 10-20 questions which are formula based questions and which are directly plug and play questions. So you have to just take the values from the question, plug it in the formula and solve the question. So for this you must remember all the important formulas. In case you don't know what are the important formulas which you need to remember for the examination, then the formula sheet is available on the Falcon's website. So simply search the Falcon EduFin, and there you have to simply go to the free resources. In download section you will see the formula sheets. So right now previous sessions formula sheets are available. I will also upload the new formula sheets very soon. So after formula, the concept and the formula, with this you will need key statements. Now the key statements are like the assumptions of CAPM, assumptions of BSM, assumptions of regression, linear regression. So what is the meaning of linear regression? Few assumptions are there in the time series section. So stationary time series, non-stationary time series. In simulation chapter there are key statements. So you need to remember or mug up all these key statements because you will get key statements in the exam. So you will see at least 15-20 questions. Again, this is based on my previous analysis of the examination, the analysis of the previous examination. So you will see questions which are in the format of which one of the following statement is correct or incorrect, and there you will see direct statements like these and you have to tick. Okay, right answer. Now here these statements are the key statements. So statements which are given in the option are key statements, and unless you remember those statements directly, you won't be able to solve those questions. So you have to make sure you remember the key statements. Then fourth important thing you need for the examination, which you have to carry again in your brain, is the important values like the Z values. So two tail Z value, one tail Z value, and with this two tail, one tail for the 90%, 95% and 99% confidence, like that. Okay, so you need to remember all these values so you can solve the confidence level question, confidence interval question, hypothesis questions, then you have value at risk questions. So you must remember all these values. And the fifth is the questions itself. So I assume like you're planning to solve at least like 1000 to 1500 questions for the examination. Now you must remember all these questions. So if you, in case you see similar questions in the exam, you are able to directly tick those questions. So you need to make sure you remember those questions. Whatever you solve in the question bank, you must remember all those questions on the exam day. Otherwise it is not going to add any substantial value for you. But if you remember those questions and if you are able to directly solve those questions because you already solved it in the question bank, you will be able to save time first and you will be able to take the correct answer second. So these are the 5 important things which you need to carry with you on the exam day or for the examination. So I will just repeat it again. So concepts, formulas, key statements, important values like the Z values, and the questions. Okay. See here, from the concept standpoint, right now my assumption is you are done with your basic preparation. So you are not struggling with the preparation. So you are done with the preparation and now you are planning to invest your 2 months time on the revision part. Okay, now here in case you want to check your concepts, my recommendation is to appear for mock test. Mini mock tests are very good for the your checking your concept level. So recently we released our mock test, mini mock test, that is sectional mock test, as well as the full mock test for everyone. So a lot of students who enrolled for those mock tests gave me feedback that previously they thought they are really good with the concepts and now they are getting the actual understanding of where they were lacking. Okay, so they are able to improve their concepts. So even if you think you are good with the concepts, make sure you have proof of it, and the proof is the mock test result of that mock test. So that's my recommendation for you. Now we will start our first the strategy. Okay, 2 month strategy. So first of all, what do we need to revise? So key concepts, key points, concepts, questions, and formulas. So revision round 1. So you must finish this revision round 1 by 5th of, the dates are wrong. Okay, so it should be the 5th of October, not the September. So you have to finish your revision round 1 by 5th of, just a second, I'll fix this. Okay, 5th of October. So standing today, it is 1st of August, and by 1st of August till 5th of October, you have approximately 35 days. Here you have, what you have to do is start your revision, and with this you have to simultaneously do your preparation. Okay, so revision and simultaneous preparation. So I'm assuming like you are done with complete curriculum, but still you are missing some points and some concepts and like that. So this is revision and preparation simultaneously. I will explain you why I'm saying revision and preparation simultaneously. So in the first round of preparation, in one chapter, maybe you got 60% of the concepts with absolute clarity, and still you are missing on the 40% of the concepts. Now, when you start your first round of revision, you will be able to recall or understand all the well understood concepts properly, but you might face some problem in areas where you are not very well prepared. In that particular scenario, what you have to do is revise whatever you are done with and simultaneously prepare whatever you are in whatever area you're not comfortable with. Okay, so that should be your strategy. Okay, so this is the simultaneous revision with preparation strategy. So first round of revision is never a complete revision. Okay, so it is always like this. So it should be 2 months before examination. So right now we are on this like 1st of September. So 1st of September till your 5th of October. So this is your revision. This should be a revision schedule, which is 2 months before examination. And this is again the part revision part preparation area. Then you must get the conceptual clarity of the pending concepts, as I already told you. Then we have the you have to divide it in sets or subjects combined with test. So your first round of revision should be combined with the test and the some say like section test, mini test, and like that. So what you have to do is, don't think about the complete syllabus. Say set first 10 days. So in September, 1st September to 10th of September, you will give first 10 days. For example, say first 10 topics of quants. And now you have to make sure in those 10 days you finish as well as whatever you want to prepare in those 10 topics. So this is the right strategy. So you don't have to think about the full syllabus. Think in parts. Okay, so decide in parts. You can set deadlines for you. Again, the recommendation is, if you are not comfortable with any subject, start with that subject. But again, set the deadlines so you don't waste your complete time in just one subject. Then you have to focus on the question solving as well. So you have to solve questions. My recommendation is 1500 questions are more than enough or good for examination purpose. Then the second is the revision round 2. Then you have to finish this by October, 30th of October. So by this time you are done with, say, your first round of preparation, the first round of revision. This means you are done with all the conceptual clarity part, all the key concept part, key points part, and now you are comfortable with all the concepts. As we discussed in first session or the first round of preparation, maybe you were not comfortable with all the concepts, but now by the time you finish your first revision, you should be comfortable with almost all the concepts, or at least 90-95% of the concepts. Now in this second revision, this should be the kind of fast revision, and combine this revision with the full round of mock test. Here you should allocate less time for your revision compared to the previous one. So here your target is to revise every subject in 10 or 12 days, depending on the size of the subject. And once you are done with the second revision, you have to make sure by the end of second revision, you must understand all the concepts. You must remember all the key statements, which was not applicable for the first round of revision. And you should be good with all the questions. You have to again revise the questions in the second round of revision itself. And then the important values and formulas, you should have grip on it. Even if you are unable to like recall each and every formula properly, most of the formula should be by heart for you, okay, by this time. So now here are few recommendations. Now I have few recommendations. So set deadline based on the mock test. Say I will appear for book 3's mock test. This is my decision. So I will appear for book 3's mock test on say 8th of October. Okay, so 30th October is a deadline. So by this time you should finish your second revision. So by say 30th of say 8th of October, I decide to appear for book 3's mock test. So now my revision should be according to that only. So I will keep focus on book 3 only. I will assume that is my actual exam and I will revise according to as if I'm appearing for the exam. So this should be your second round of revision. Now according is like it should be strictly according to the deadlines, and don't get stuck in any concept, meaning like in case you are unable to recall any concept properly in this second revision round. So don't worry about it, move on, just move on. Okay, so you don't have to worry about if you spend a lot of time in one particular concept, it is going to confuse you and it will waste your lot of time. So you don't have to worry about it, and you have to develop the habit of moving on even if you are getting stuck in one particular concept, and include revision, include questions in your revision. So again, it's very simple. Now final round of revision. So deadline of this revision is just 2 days before examination. So you have to finish your final round of revision before examination. So this should be, you will get approximately 6 days or 8 days depending on whenever you are appearing for the exam. So this should be the rapid revision of whole syllabus. So you have to set 3 days for one subject and then you will start revising here. Now here in this revision, you don't have to worry about the concepts, because by this final round, you are good with the concepts. You are good with most of the curriculum. Now you have to focus here on formulas, key points, the areas which you think you are forgetting. Okay, so that should be your revision area, and you have to just revise all the concepts in very faster manner. Just check the page. Okay, I know this. Move on, move to next page. You should develop this habit. Okay, so this should be the way of revising in the final round. Then you have to overview all the solved questions. Don't solve questions again and again. It is not going to add any value, but make sure you have a list of important questions which you will solve, and rest of the questions, just take the overview. Then you have to also revise the formulas. Make sure by this time you remember all the formulas, and then important points such as assumptions, key statement, you must remember. Your focus on the final revision should be on this. Okay. Then after this, just 2 days before the exam, you have to give like say 6 hours for every subject, and you will again focus on key assumptions, key concepts, areas which you think you are more forgetful, like you are forgetting some say XYZ area. So focus on that area and finish revision in 6 hours. And again, in second round and final round, you have to make sure you are not spending too much time on one particular concept, because see, the probability of seeing that one particular point in the examination is first of all very rare. That is, considering the whole syllabus, the probability is very low for every concept. So in case you are getting stuck in one concept, so I'm saying one concept, I'm not talking about the full topic, one concept, move on, don't bother about it, move on. And in case you get any time, then you can spend your time on it, but again, it is not very much, like it is not recommended so to go behind any one concept. So it will kill your confidence. So make sure you don't do it. So this is about our revision strategy, 2 months revision strategy. So in case you have any feedback and in case you have any query, feel free to ask me in the comment section. So thank you everyone. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.